Welcome Aries, this is your June 8th to June 14th forecast, and for you the most influential transit is going to be the full moon in Sagittarius. So that's going to highlight your personal growth and self-development, and this full moon is going to ignite your desire for adventure and learning. So you're being guided to embrace new experiences that expand your horizons and contribute to your personal growth. And as a part of this process, we see here that you're being guided to let go of any burdens, anything that's not serving you at this point in time. What else? So we have new beginnings here. So that is just that confirmation of like, let go and allow new to come through to you, because you letting go of the things that don't work, that aren't helping, is allowing the things that will work, the things that will help, to come through to you. What else? So we have the Fool here with new adventures, so there's definitely new opportunities coming through to you. And what else? So we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so there may be some soul family out here that have a connection with you. So they may be a part of you getting these new opportunities or having them come your way. There could also be like a coach or a mentor or just someone that you really trust that can be of service and support to you at this time as well. So these also indicate that there may be some hidden talents that you have that you may decide to explore here. And just know that it is a process, it is a journey. It's not that, you know, you're going to say like, oh, you know, I am a natural cosmetologist, so yeah, I'm just going to do that and that's who I am now. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's a journey. You're likely very good at doing hair, but it is a journey that you're going on. So there may be some additional learning involved with that. There may be a setback or two involved with that, but it's about the journey and you learning and becoming whole and complete and more of your authentic self along the way. That's so much more important, and the purpose of it outside of you reaching the outcome. Okay, so just allow yourself to explore those gifts and talents and be open to any outcomes that come your way. So we also have the Knight of Swords here. Okay, so you are being guided to really take a direct and bold approach towards your goals here. So as you are letting things go, you're opening new chapters, this new beginning. It's like, yes, this is for you. This is the path you're to be on here. So move forward, full steam ahead here. Okay, so let's get an oracle here. So we have isolation. Okay, so some of you may take time to reflect and rejuvenate yourself before you decide what you want to do, or some of you may take time as a part of this process. Now that you're on this new journey, you've decided these new areas that you want to explore. You may be deciding like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, take a little bit of a step back from like social media or from partying or from, you know, friends, whatever this is. You're deciding that, you know, these things, these goals that you have, this new beginning that you're working toward is more important and it's a priority for you. So you're really focusing in on your goals and your dreams, and that may result in letting some people go that don't support you fully or that just aren't coming along on this ride. That may involve letting them go, or it may involve, again, you just sort of like isolating yourself a little bit to focus on your goals. So let's move to challenges. So we have the Nine of Swords coming up. So you may get a little bogged down by the strategies here or the options that you have or the information that is available to you as a part of you kind of exploring new ventures or new opportunities. It just may seem a little overwhelming to you. And you may also have, like, it may not be like just about the knowledge or the information or what there is to learn. It may also be about you trusting yourself and trusting whether you can do this or not, and allowing yourself to let go of like negative thought patterns and belief systems. So it's not just about letting go of people and places or things. This is also about letting go of outdated thoughts, concepts, beliefs, ideas that keep you stuck and stagnant. Okay, letting go of fears, whatever it is. So we have the 6 of Diamonds here. Okay, so this is also a time for you to not be focused on your image and how you're looking to others. And for some of you, you may even be supporting others in some way or giving to others in some way, and you're being guided to really redirect that focus within to yourself, especially if it's something that you can't really afford to do, but you're just kind of keeping up appearances. That's not going to be for everybody, obviously, but for those of you where this does resonate, you're being guided to really like focus on yourself, and it's okay to redirect, restructure things so that you're able to create that solid foundation, or you're able to solidify your foundation and then help and support others. For some of you, this could also be about like just taking time to fill up your own cup before you pour into others. Okay, so it could be that simple. And that's not simple, but I'm just saying that it could be monetarily wise, or it can be emotional wise here, what we're talking about. So we also have the 10 of Cups here. Okay, so there may be a little conflict and contrast in your relationships, and we do have these new beginnings starting. So you may be deciding as part of these new beginnings of, okay, this is what I'm now working towards. This is more of who I authentically am. So these are my needs at this point in time. So that is a conversation, that's a discussion, that's a collaboration that you would work through with your partner. So we also have Temperance here. Okay. So I'm just going to go back to this 10 of Cups because there was something else that came up. So you may also find that there may be like some things that happen that result in like this new beginning having to happen. And I'm just going to give an example. I'm going to give an example because I see it. So it may apply to one individual person. But so if you do find that like maybe there was some infidelity that happened or occurred at a certain point, and you and your partner are deciding that like, yeah, we're going to let go of that and we're going to work on our relationship and strengthening our family unit, then it really is about you letting those things go, okay? And really working toward what you're in agreement with, working toward with your partner. So you may be having like those conversations this week, okay? So again, that's not going to be for everybody. What else do we have? We have Temperance here. Okay, so just creating the balance here. That may be a little bit of a struggle for you. And we know that, you know, you may have some conversations here that you're having. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic-wise, but if it is, balance is your guidance here. Because that also may come up as a challenge for you. So if this is not related to like romantic partnership and relationship, because overall the theme is really that self-development and growth, but for you from just a personal perspective, creating more balance is also going to be helpful. Okay, so as we saw here, we talked about like maybe overextending yourself in some areas, but we do have confirmation of like create balance. Like you can still give, but it may be that you can't give as much right now because you're replenishing yourself, you're replenishing your own cup, and then as soon as you're able to, you will. Okay, so being kind to yourself, being gentle with yourself, not judging yourself because you do need to pull back or you do need to make some changes or you can't be as supportive. Forgiving yourself and not judging yourself is what you're being guided to do here. So don't allow yourself to get in this place of where you're beating yourself up or you're judging yourself or you're coming down hard on yourself because you're not able to be everything to everybody. Okay? Create the balance that feels good to you, and only you know what that is. Okay, so let's get an oracle here. Remember, you came here to teach others. Okay, so yeah, there may be some new things that come up, that come to light here as a part of this new journey that you're on, this new chapter that you open, where you do realize you're becoming more of your authentic self, like who you came here to be, what you came here to do. So I feel like this is a lot of that Three of Wands energy, where it's like, look, you had an original plan when you came here, and this is about you getting back to that plan to ensure that you're living your life purpose. Okay, so you may have agreed to actually be a teacher of some kind. So that could give you guidance on your life purpose if you feel like you need that, or you could use that. Okay, so let's look at some underlying challenges. I'm sorry, underlying fears here. Okay, so there is opportunity here for you to gain introspection, to go within, to get in those self-care practices. So we just talked about that coming up as a challenge, so that's not surprising here that it is also an underlying fear. So you may feel like you don't have the time for that, or what is it going to do to others if you're not able to support them in the way that you're supporting them now. So that may come up as a fear for you. And you have to do what you feel guided to do, okay? So whatever solution you identify is the right solution. So trust that and know that, okay? So we have the Five of Cups, okay? So you may also be fearing what you might lose as a result of this new shift, this new beginning opening, you pulling back a little bit, your resources. Yeah, you may have some setbacks. You may get some pushback from others as a part of this process. You may even find that, you know, if you're being very supportive of your friends and you're like, look, I just need me time. I just need to take care of myself right now. And then, you know, they may get upset and that may cause an argument and a separation. So, you know, that's just an example of like what this is referring to as far as like things going away. And, you know, that is something that needs to go away right now so that you can replenish your cup, so that you can forgive yourself and not feel bad that you need time alone, or you need time to replenish your cup and focus on the opportunities and your blessings and the present moment. So don't view that as a bad thing. And we know that, you know, that may come up as an underlying fear of like, okay, what am I losing here as a part of this process? But know that anything you're losing is not meant for you. It's not helpful to you anymore. It's not doing anything for you anymore, but really keeping you stagnant and stuck. So that's why there's so much focus and energy and positivity here and unconditional love here on the new ideas, the new things that you can pour your soul into, that you can give energy, that you can give life to. Okay? So no fears about switching directions, about improving and growing yourself and expanding your consciousness. No fears about that. Okay, so we have the Hierophant here. Okay, so some of you may also have this certain structure, this organization that you have made some sort of commitment to in some way, and that may be a part of what you're breaking away from. You're breaking free from that because you know that you have everything within you already. You don't need that external guidance, influence, books. You don't need those things because you know you already know what you need to know. And you have everything within you. You are source, okay? You don't need anything to tell you that. And this is that confirmation. And that more blessings are coming to you. So some of you may even fear that if you do shift your beliefs or you go internal and trust yourself internally and trust who you are, that may in fact result in you receiving less blessings in some way, but it actually is going to result in you receiving more because you're becoming more of your authentic self. You're remembering who you are and how powerful you are, and that's aligning you more with abundance and blessings because you're recognizing them and you're recognizing that you have access to them at any time. And you already have them. Okay? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups here. Okay, so this may also be a little bit of a fear surrounding love and whether that will come to you or what it means in your partnership for you to kind of shift directions or to grow and expand your consciousness here. To raise your frequency and vibration is what I'm talking about. You may have a little bit of underlying fear, what that means for your relationship. Okay. All right, so we're definitely going to get some guidance here, but just wanted to look at those underlying fears. And now let's move to potential outcomes. Wonderful. So we do have those cycles closing and new ones beginning, and this being just a part of the process here. Okay, so you also have a lot of good luck and success coming your way as a result of this. So that is wonderful. That is that confirmation of like, yes, you're on the right path. You're doing the right things. Everything is happening for you. Everything going away is because it's fixed. It's no longer for you. It's no longer helping you. Okay. What else? So we have Queen of Wands here. Wonderful. You feeling more passionate about your life, about the things that you're working on, about the things that you're working towards, the progress that you're making, your relationships. What else? We have the Seven of Swords here. Okay, so you may also find that, I would say too, the advice here is really to take your time on deciding like what you want this new chapter to be and what you're wanting to let go of versus what you're wanting to keep, what makes sense versus what doesn't to you. Take your time as a part of that process. Okay. We also have the Page of Wands here. Okay, so allow your creative side to come through. Allow your confidence to come through. Okay, so you could quite literally be receiving some good news. We have good luck and success coming towards you. So this could definitely be good news, more opportunity, or you just feeling like you made a lot of progress, you accomplishing some milestones or accomplishing your goals even. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of success here. All right, so let's get some oracles here. I thought there was something else I was going to say about this page. I think it was just about the creativity, allowing yourself to expand your mind and receive messages and downloads on the creative things that you can do and you can focus on with this new chapter. So we have a little bit of confusion here. So we have growth, healing, and harnessing away through the uncertainty. Wonderful. Wonderful. So this is just that confirmation of like, yeah, this is a journey. There's going to be ups and downs as a part of that process, but it is about the journey and not the destination. Look how much you're growing. Look how much you're expanding. Look how much you're evolving through these trials, through these experiences that you're learning lessons. Okay, so that's what this is about. And just remembering that is going to be helpful to you when you are in those moments where you do feel stuck. So we have caution. Okay. Use your discernment here. And we just said that. So I love that confirmation coming through because we did talk about that here. Just being careful and using, I'll just say using your discernment because I'm not trying to make it into anything scary. This is about like just thinking things through and being cautious about the choices that you're making, like not haphazardly or just really quickly making decisions, giving yourself the time that you feel you need, to make decisions. Okay. So get those self-care practices in. Allow yourself, you may want to journal. You may want a day or two to think about it. You may want to do a pros and cons list here. So whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable with your choices, do that process. Allow yourself to execute that strategy. So we also have charity coming through. Okay, I mean, you cannot make this up. That's what I was talking about earlier, about providing and supporting others and maybe needing to pull that back a little bit to connect with yourself. And I'm also going to say here, I'm hearing the charity that you're giving to others, give to yourself. Be there for yourself. And this is not like, it can be monetarily, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to be monetarily. So some of you are just like the support system for others, for many others is what I'm hearing. So this is about giving yourself that unconditional love and support. Okay? And that doesn't mean that you're taking it completely away from others. It just means that you're backing it down a little bit. Like you're scheduling those moments of self-care for yourself at this time. Okay? What else? So we have hold your vision. I love that. That is a wonderful way to end this off, because this is like, stay focused on your goals. Keep taking that inspired action towards your dreams and towards the things that you believe in. All right, Aries. So those are the messages I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.